So, considering all that, how likely do you think it is that we are going to get a deal before August 2nd?
Nothing is a certainty in Washington, but I think this is almost definitely a certainty, if that's a fair answer. I mean, all the leaders have agreed that this is not an option. The only people who are saying it is an option are people running for president or House conservatives who are not in the room. And there are enough ways that you could have short-term deals,
which the president said he does not want.
Right, but if he's faced with a choice between a short-term deal and the economy going into a recession, he'll take the short-term deal.
Is he going to go for a short-term deal, Eleanor?
Well, I think if the package that Mitch McConnell has offered, while it is really laughably cynical because it passes all the blame to the president, is nonetheless the basis for a deal. And I think, short term, I think it would get the president beyond the 2012 election is what they're looking at. So I think, I believe there will be a deal, but I think they are flirting dangerously close to the deadline. And I think not only rating agencies, but I believe China has spoken out. They're our creditor. So there are serious financial risks here with taking this so close to the wire.
And political risks mostly for which party, Jim Engel?
Well, there are plenty of political risks to go around. This McConnell proposal has now he's now working with Senator Reid and a number of other Democrats. They're all trying to come up with sort of a fallback plan. So you don't know exactly what the outlines will be once they have all hammered it out.
Do you believe something will happen?
There will definitely be a fallback plan that comes out of the Senate that will give the president an opportunity. What McConnell wanted to do was say, look, the president can come to us. He'd do it in three tranches. First one would be $700 billion. Here are the spending cuts. Everybody could see them. They could be analyzed, and then Congress could vote up or down whether or not to go forward. That would be, obviously, the president would have to commit to certain cuts, but members of Congress would also have to commit in some way. The one other thing I want to say about the Social Security checks and other things, it's not just a question of overall money. It's also cash flow. If you look at the way the money comes in, and you never quite know because people are paying taxes late and all sorts of things, but it's a question of when the money comes in and how much money you have on a given day. Now, on August 3rd, there's a $23 billion payment of Social Security checks. Do we have $23 billion in the coffers, as the president put it, on that day? That is the question. It's not whether you have enough money over the month. It's a question of whether or not you have the money on the day that things are supposed to be done. And that is a much more difficult calculation.
All right, let's move on to Minnesota.